Okay, so now we need to fix the camera issue. So if I go back to the player and I set the spring arm to the arm length of 0 just to go back to first person mode, now I play the game. You can see if I go near something and I look down, it sometimes clips through the wall like this, as you can see here. And I can look through the wall, and people will probably misuse this and cheat in the game to see what's behind the wall. So in order to fix this, there are two ways. So the first way is if you go to the marketplace and go to the player and find the skeleton for the player. Now it depends here on your socket first. So the socket you have added, you can see that I have put my y value to 7. And if you put it to 0, for example, and you click on play, you can see you push back the camera and you can see more of your body, just like that. So you can try to push back your camera, and maybe instead of 0 you can make it -5, so you can see how much can you push your camera back without making it look bad. So you can see -5. I start to You can see my character's neck or head, almost where the head is disappeared, and it doesn't really look good. So -5 is way too much. So I would set it back to 0, for example, and try to play again. The problem with this character is he has a radio. You can see the radio on the player here. It's actually getting in front of the character or the camera like that. And it's a bit annoying. Now, if this was a custom character that you have designed, you could stabilize this a bit more so it actually doesn't go through the camera. And if that was the case, then this position for the socket would actually be a lot better because you can see the body and it looks nice like that. However, the radio is a bit annoying for this character, so I'm going to push it forward again. And this is the reason we actually pushed it to 7, because at 7 we can't see the radio and everything is looking great. Okay, so how can we fix this? Now, we can't really play around with the socket anymore because it is placed as best as we can. So the other thing is you can go to the player base and you can go to the viewport. And here in the player base, you can click on the capsule component. And the capsule component, you can see if you increase it, the capsule radius to something extreme, for example, 150, and you click on play, you can see you have collision a lot faster against the walls, and you can't go towards the walls easily. You can see here, now it's impossible to walk and see through the walls. However, you can see it's a bit unrealistic if you put it too high because you can't really come close to the walls and you get blocked. And you will also get blocked up here if you go to this ramp, I think. You can see you can't go through the ramp because your capsule component is way too high and you can't go through it. Okay, so increase this capsule component to a size that actually makes sense for you and removes the wall clipping, and but it's still small. So 70, for example. Let's try it out. Let's go through the wall here. Look down, look to the sides maybe. It's nice. And this is working actually. So let's go to this one. You can see sometimes I can see through the walls. Sometimes if I walk into it. And I have to increase it slightly because it's actually still going through the wall. So you can increase it to 75 and then test again and see what it looks like. And yeah, maybe 75 is working. Actually, it's bugging a little bit sometimes. Okay, so I'll put it to 80. That is my final decision here. So let's compile. And now it is at 80. And yeah, if I look down, I look up, I look to the sides, I can't see through the wall, and I can still go near the wall like that. And let's see if we can go up the ramps here. If I go up the ramp, and it works. Even though I'm close to the ramp wall here, I can still go up the ramp. Okay, so this was an easy fix. And if you go here, now here it's a bit of a problem because the space is really narrow. What you can do to fix this right now is you can always come in here and you can put on the snapping up here to maybe something like 10 and put it on. And then you can actually, my camera speed is way too high. I'm going to decrease it. And you can click on this object here and just move it to the side. Maybe just change the map design a little bit so this doesn't bug out. Now, if you need a very, very complex a collision system, this actually requires way too advanced work for this course here. Like you could do it with blueprints, however, it does require a lot of code for it to work, and it will be really advanced compared to this course. So you can try again to go up here and see if it works, see if everything is good, and you can see everything is working good as well. All right, so this is how we fix the camera clipping through the walls. And you can, again, if it does clip sometime, you can always go in here, maybe take back the position here for the socket. That will help. Or if you can come in here and increase this capsule component slightly so it doesn't bug out. But be careful you don't increase it way too much.